Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. We're back on our Kingdom of Sicily series. This is episode 3. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing our conquest of North Africa and also taking out more cities in the province of Egypt. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Would you like me to expand and conquer? Feel free to leave a dislike if you want. Let's get stuck into the episode. So, in the last episode, we managed to take the city of Cairo for the Pope, because he asked us to go on crusade. We have a full stack here with King Federico, the Sicilian king. We've also got Enrico here, a random general holding and protecting Cairo. We've converted the city, and now we're going to be pushing with Federico. This is my army build at the moment. 4 units of spears, a hell of a lot of swords, 3 units of archers. We don't have much cav in these builds because they just take 3 turns to construct. I'd rather get swordsmen and just sort of spam them out. So we're going to have a crack at probably trying to take Alexandria here today from the Ayyubids. We'll just have to see how well we go. We've also had some marriage alliances, which I need to show you guys, recap you guys on, and we've also got some more military alliances as well. My son is now of age, Enrico, the heir and prince to the throne of Sicily. He's got a pretty decent army build as well. 4 units of spears, a lot of swordsmen, crossbowmen for now. Fortunately, because he's been sat in Carthage now for some time, he can actually get proper cavalry. Now, we're actually going to redeclare war upon the Hafsid Sultanate, and surprisingly, Pisa have made the decision to push south and siege the city just south of Carthage here. We'll throw back this army and we'll try and take the city for myself. We've also got a half a stack here in Syracuse ready to go. So, diplomacy-wise, we have an abundance of military allies. We've basically united Christendom together under myself, which is fantastic. I don't think I've ever had this many alliances here. So most of the Bavarian kingdoms, French duchies, the kings of Spain and England, and some of Scandinavia as well, all have been tied in a military alliance with King Federico. So if we ever want to turn against my cousin Otto IV, we can just declare war and let the Germanic hordes descend upon him. Wars-wise, we are at war with the Almohad Caliphate and Pretenders. We are at war with Thessalonica and the Greeks, because Epirus has been drawn against them. So it looks like the Kingdom of Jerusalem haven't expanded too much. They still have Acca and Cyprus. Antioch hasn't expanded much either. Neither have the Byzantines. Epirus has a bit. Looking over in France, they have fallen to French pretenders and the Dutch county of Flanders. It looks like the reconquest of Iberia has been halted somewhat, and they're not doing too well. The English are still holding their position as well. Okay, so family tree-wise, I've got some stuff to recap. So, my firstborn son, Enrico, we had to marry him off. We had a couple of suitors. There was a princess from Hungary, Bohemia, England, and Portugal, but all had really bad traits. And the best and most beautiful was Eleanor from Portugal. So, the Prince of Sicily has married into the Portuguese royal line. They have 2 children now. 1 daughter and a son, Giovanni. Also, unfortunately, my wife, the mother of my children, has now passed away, and I had to get a new wife. Huzzah! I'm single! So I made the decision to marry into the Norwegian royal line, just to bring back some of that Scandinavian Viking blood. So I married the princess of Norway, who's 24 years of age. So if I have any more children, they might have better claims to England, Normandy, and maybe some of our Sicilian holdings. So Corrado, my son, can be married off as well. Michelangelo is now 16 as well, and my daughter Stefana is 14, so we can try and marry off her eventually as well. So without further ado, let's start some wars. So Enrico, the prince, is going to declare war upon the Husvids, and we're going to push and attack them. I'm hoping that the Republic of Pisa will come and help me in this fight. So we're at war with the Husvid Sultanate again against Abdullah, and we'll fight him this time. So this army is going to do what? They're going to flee back. Unfortunately, they didn't want to fight us on the open field with Pisa. So it looks like Prince Enrico here today, the future king of Sicily, is going to have to fight this one on his own. So we're coming up against Abdul Azim of the Husvid Sultanate, 2-star commander. I'm no star. We do numerically outnumber them by just over 1,000 or so. Looking at their army build, some slight infantry, some better quality ones, archers, slingers. They do probably have better quality cavalry than myself. Maybe not, but let's chuck a quick save and we shall fight the Husvids on the field. Alrighty, let's fight this one. Our first field battle for the series. We've had the siege of Tunisia / Carthage. We've had the siege of Cairo, and now we can fight the Husvids on the open field. It's 1239 AD in North Africa, and we can defeat half a stack. Once this is finished, we'll try push around and assist the Republic of Pisa in their siege. However, what I can do alternatively, if we can't siege it, because I want that citadel for myself, I don't want to give it to Pisa, I might stop my recruitment in the island of Sicily and sail my force from Syracuse to attack the city with an amphibious attack. We should be able to take it. And now we've got a full stack ready to go with the prince. We're going to start the conquest of North Africa and bring it into the Christian realm. Bring it into the Christendom. Bring it into the fold. Then after this, we'll redeclare war upon the Ayyubids, because that piece was forced through by the Pope, because technically we failed the siege of Cairo. It's still bugged, which is a shame. But we'll start the war with the Ayyubids and try and carve out Christian occupation in Egypt. Nice dry day, nice flat as well. Let's start the deployment here now. So our first fight with the prince. So let's try and match their front line here in the desert as well. Alrighty, so what are we best to do here then? Because unfortunately this army build doesn't have any archers, it's only crossbows, so we can't really arc our shots somewhat. What we're best to do is essentially make something like that, right? And we'll try and angle and get them in here. And we'll put my cavalry here, say, and here. So King Federico currently has 3 sons, and this is Enrico, heir to the throne, King Federico. So I guess this is him as well, donning the covers of his ancestral house. So here we have our cavalry on the flanks, ready to push. They probably have 2 units of like slightly better quality swordsmen, and then we'll hit them with we'll be able to carve up their javelin ones as well. They've got 2 good ones, 2 weak ones. Infantry further at the front, and then crossbowmen intertwined there perfectly. Alrighty, let's start the battle. So let's be aggressive from the off. We have, we are attacking them, so I'll be curious to see if they sort of come out against us. You never know, they might not. So let's move up. They probably have skirmisher range on us anyway. Alright, so let's push them to the front. We nearly could push them like that. You nearly, but then yeah, you're better off to fall them back, aren't you? Like, you can get them on, you can angle them, like invert them like that, and that sometimes works. But I think here, with protection is fine. So we'll try and rotate with my cavalry, and we'll try and pick apart someone. So let's move everyone up where we can. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments if you'd like me to expand and conquer. Once we've probably taken most of Africa, North Africa, Egypt, and sort of near Algeria in those holdings, We can maybe try and go for Jerusalem. Or maybe we should go after the HRE. Let me know, because at the moment we have turned, I would say, the majority of their allies. Let's just advance now. And now, because we're enveloping them so much, we're probably going to be able to sit here quite fine. Okay, so has anyone really been exposed here? General slightly was overextended. A lot more cavalry down here, maybe fall them that way. Bit of both. We'll see how we go. Fall that here more, fall that there. They're protecting their general well. We just need someone to take the bait a bit. If we can isolate one, that'd be better. Move around a bit. Okay. They're covering quite well here, which is good. You want the AI to be somewhat competitive, and we'll move for that. Okay, and we'll move like that, because that should be, we should be able to cover units there quite well. Yep, that's what we want, something like that. I think we'll go after that now. Kite that there. You swing around here more. We'll go for this. We should be able to hit that. I'm just curious if you're going to move away, though. Yeah, hit that. Target that. Target this. Alright, so the cavalry's doing there alright. Fall this way. Maybe try and drag it away. Like, drag it this way. Go for that now. The skirmish is going to try and challenge. They're now caught, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, they're fine. We should be able to route this quickly. How's that going? Medium against our mediums. Yeah, they're not looking too fresh. Make sure you go now. We just need to eliminate this, and then we'll swing back around and help. Right, fall back here, because I don't think these guys are going to hold on for much longer. You go after that. You go after this. Everyone's fine. Yep, that's fully gone now. Alright. Swing you down here. And we'll peel a lot more this way. Yeah, go for there. Yeah, yep. Go for the general. Swing this way, please. Come around, mate. They're now moving. Swing this way. They're running away. Really? They're leaving the general for themselves? Fuck, alright. That's a bit mental. Alright. So it's just a bit of a clash of heavy Saracen cavalry versing my own. They've recovered slightly. I don't know how we got them. Did we hit them at all? I guess we did. The enemy general's now dead. And that's fine there as well. Yeah, so they're just trying to skirmish us out a bit. That's alright. Alright, we can make a play now. We soaked up a little bit of arrow fire, but that's fine. Alright, just push now where you can. And just make a front line. Damn, we're nearly going to be able to hit that infantry from behind. Okay. Pick a unit there. You can countercharge that. You go for that just fine. And you can go for the top end there. That's a good clash. Alright. Cavalry, just envelop them. You go for this, and then go for that. We might be able to get some damage down there. Move you back in. But already, it's not looking good for the enemy. So we're going to try and surround and encircle most of them now. Cavalry's going to pierce them from behind, and there's not much they can do with the fall of their enemy general. We just had numerical supremacy on them. They didn't use their cavalry well enough, nor their slight skirmisher. Advantage, and now that's going now. Okay, so it does look like some of these guys are holding. They're pushed up here, and it looks like we've got some cavalry that are committed here. We'll try and cycle charge that. So hit into the back of them. Let's get some more hammer and anvil strikes going on, boys. But already, it looks like they're probably going to completely rout in devastation before they sort of hold their own. Yeah, so yeah, run after that. Yeah, pick a unit and go, basically. Pick that. You go after this. That's a huge unit here of 116. That's mental. Crossbowmen are going to have a bit of a... Yeah, look at this. Get your target practice ready, boys. Like hitting them on the side there like that. Just ripping into them. We might have to halt now, actually, because we don't want to get that cavalry. No, it's alright. Alright, push around the back of that. Let's speed things up now. Whoa, how the fuck? Oh, I guess they copped a volley somehow. Oh, well, no matter. Make sure every single cavalry unit is in charge of running and finishing off one unit at least. How are we going casualty-wise? Oh my god, that's shameful. 100. And 1500, wow. Crazy. You go after that. Decisive victory. Sweet as. We deployed 2,770, only losing a measly 155. The Husvids deployed 1,566 and lost 1,344. So, oh wow, they did real bad. And that's it. That's now gone. Oh, a couple survived, which is a bit of a shame. We'll take on those replenishments, and they're going to run away with their tails between their legs. Look, we could run them down furthermore, just to make sure they completely don't come back. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll take on them. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to double back like that. But that's alright, because this army is in striking range. So, we'll go for an amphibious attack straight up with Pietro. And, yes, he can force a fight. Oh, the Sultan is in there. Really? Well, we'll push the amphibious attack, and we'll allow the Republic of Pisa to do most of the fighting and the dying. There we go. They didn't lose all their units, but yeah, a coalition of Sicilians and men of Pisa deployed 4,580, killing 2,035 men of the Husvid Sultanate, and the Sultan lost his crown. And now we've occupied this city, cheesing it and taking it from the well-deserved men of the Republic of Pisa. Cheeky, I know. And was there anything else signed? Military, religious request. Assassinate the following character, alright. Okay, so I think it's time to allow King Federico to push against Alexandria. What's to go with them? Oh, with Trebizond. Whoa, Trebizond, look. Oh, hang on. Ah, we can marry off my son Corrado. That's interesting. Yeah, because he's of age now. Well, let's have a look at some of the potential suitors, because they sort of come and go in Europe. We'll sort by strength, because we want our dynasty to be strong. We could go to England. Richard. Traditional. Yeah, she's a lot better, 22. The one I had was... She had a trait of illegitimate children. I was like, oh, I can't do that, even though I wanted to marry into England. I can't allow for my firstborn son to have a bunch of illegitimate children. There's another one here from Hungary as well. She looks alright. She's 18. Similar age. So the English and Hungarian family tree can be married into. The Danes, they can't. Would they want military? No, they don't want. Georgia, too hostile. County of Flanders occupies Paris now. We've already married into Pisa. Latin, we can't. Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus, no one to marry there. Serbia might be too small to marry into. What about the Kingdom of Castile? They don't have any potential princesses. What about the HRE? Cheekily, no. Be a little bit of incest, wincest, whatever you want to call it. What about Crown of Aragon? We can marry into that. That's a good option. What about Antioch? We can't there. Maybe maybe a Germanic kingdom. Austria? Yeah, that's good. What about Bohemia? Not very good there. What about Bavaria? Actually, you know what? Trebizond actually piqued my interest there when I first clicked on them, because these factions here, Trebizond, the Empire of Nicaea, there's also another one here as well. They all technically have claimants to the throne in Constantinople. Maybe marrying my second-born son to the eastern branch of Christianity, Orthodox, might be the play. Cunning, she's 21. She has the blood of the Byzantines, of the Eastern Rome. Maybe we can unite East and West through this marriage, and we can maybe give him Constantinople as a claim. Because Trebizond are on the back foot here. They're probably going to get wiped out. Yeah. They do have the Crimea up there. It might be something a little bit different, because he does. Yeah, Jonas actually has a pretty strong claim to the throne here. Yeah, look, you know what? We'll marry into that, because we can't unfortunately marry into the Byzantines, but Trebizond is honestly the next best thing. Or it's Hungary or England. We already got Portugal. Let's do that. Let's breed into the east. So, 23. She's a bit older. No, let's go with the younger one. Just because she's younger. She has some slightly better traits as well. And they are at war with they got a defense pact with Antioch. Yeah, let's do that then. Military. We'll marry into Trebizond now, so that we can have a claim to Constantinople. Right, a conquest is always there, but a political marriage is always stronger. Let's go with that then. Excellent. The marriage has been arranged. My second-born son, Corrado, 18 years of age, has married into the royal Empire of Trebizond line and the Eastern Byzantine house. Enrico is married to Portugal, so we actually have a small claim to Portugal here. And Michelangelo, who's 16, he can still be married off. Maybe if that Hungarian princess, or the English one, or the Aragon one is still around, we could probably marry into that. That's still a potential option. Okay, cool. So my family tree is slowly but surely getting bigger. We're securing Federico's line. Because, yeah, he's 45 now. He's getting a little bit past it, but his descendants will take a lot of his titles. So we'll go after Alexander in a moment. Yep, so you're falling back here. So this is desolate. So Tripoli, that. So there's three settlements this way. So I'm trying to figure out, am I better off to go west or east first? Is there anyone that I can sort of piece out with here? Because you never know, a surprise stack from somewhere. Look, no, we got. I don't think the Greeks are going to hit me. Nah, they're not. Because we don't want to piece out with people like Almohad. I'm not actually going after you just directly. No, that's alright. And that's only that there. So then it pushes into Almohad, the Moors, the Moops territory. Look, we're probably better off to connect up this way first, and then probably go a bit more that way. Like I said, I want to get all of North Africa under our control, and then we'll push against the HRE. So we'll just leave that there for now. So I think going east is our best bet, looking just at that quickly. Okay, we can push for Alexandria now. We'll do that. Declare war. The Abbasid Caliphate and Mecca we're at war with now. Alright, let's siege out the ancient city of Alexandria. So it looks like, yeah, we're going to need the ladders first. And here in Cairo itself, we can get some additional units. Okay, we'll have some upgrades, I'm sure. Yeah, Enrique's gone up in stats. One of my governors has gone up. We're getting the bureaucrat and builder buff. And we'll be able to continue to snowball. So, we've got a couple of provinces here we need to bring people in on. So, who doesn't have a governor? Tunisia. I think we lost one recently. And, oh, we don't have the finances just yet. That's alright. We'll stop that 4-turn recruitment there. And, yeah, Tunisia. Let's bring in you. And now we've sort of stopped that military blitz. We probably can go back to this. I think I was doing... No, we can... No, the edicts are all good there. Sweet. And we'll spend some of that money there. Alrighty, let's see how the Ayyubids react that we've declared war upon them for a second time. The Pope did automatically peace out with them when we technically lost the crusade. We took Cairo, but it's bugged. The script, of course. But we still took it. It's still a nice staging ground. I think Alexandria, the city's a bit stronger. But I guess Cairo does have its advantages being inland. You can't get attacked amphibiously and force a siege in a turn if the AI is smart enough. But my priest is actually moving his way down through Kiev and Rus. Because we've nearly found everyone in the known world. The Seljuk pretenders. An illegitimate son. Are you kidding me? Corrado, what are you doing, my friend? Decree. And there's a potential rebellion somewhere. In Tunisia. Well, okay. Who's... Oh, he's had a daughter. Corrado, what the fuck? What are you doing? You've just got the most beautiful princess from the east, and you've gone and done that. But you never know, he might have had another bun in the oven before the marriage went through. Or he might try and trade it off as his hers somehow. I guess it doesn't work like that, but I guess that's what the fucker's gonna do. Right, so a risk of rebellion there, that's alright. This army can probably just continue to push south. And maybe forcing amphibious attacks. I think more casualties are... it's more costly if they do that, that's the thing. Okay, and we'll convert to a walled city there, and we'll continue to break that down. Sanitation's always good for now. We want this army... can be attacked. Look, Carthage is fine. Carthage isn't going to lose. We're not going to lose Carthage. I don't think we have enough Imperium just yet to upgrade you. Alright. What's going on in Alexandria? Oh, wow! Wait, hang on. Have we... Oh! Do the Ayyubids have a new sultanate? Yeah, they do. Daoud. Yeah. Huh. Issa is no more. Daoud is the new sultanate, who has territory all the way up bordering with Trebizond. Wowee. Do they want peace at all? No. Just curious. Wow. Oh, well. So it looks like we're going to be able to knock out Daoud, the new sultan, and take Alexandria for Sicily. And we'll loot and occupy the city as well. Let's break and repair what I want. But yeah, who's the new sultan? Isha. Wow, they've gone through a bit of a succession crisis quite quickly. The Mamluk Sultanate. Sunni Islam. Oh, if you convert to Christianity, I'd like an alliance, but I guess trade will do for now. Trading up and down the River Nile. I like the sound of that. Okay, we'll continue to push this way, but already it looks a little bit sort of desolate. We're already going to be able to make a play over here eventually as well. There could be a rebellion there. We could push it within a turn though, and then get you to double back. I might do that. Yeah, try and hit that then. Yeah, go for that. We'll push that. Excellent. Loot and occupy. Boom. Alright, and can you somehow go like yeah, double back there. Oh, sweet as. So we didn't even need a way to turn them. We'll use that though. Break that down, break a lot of this stuff down and repair. Alrighty, so we're taking 1, 2, 3 territories in today's episode, and I reckon we're going to be able to get this 4, probably off camera if there's no resistance, to be honest. Alrighty, well, unfortunately guys, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to continue our expansion of North Africa. We took Carthage, destroyed an army. We destroyed an army outside here. Garrison. We've actually haven't really fought anyone here against the Ayyubids. I don't know where they are. I guess they're sort of pushing so far this way, and the war in sort of the west in Iberia is really working out for them. There's a lot of enemy forces there. So what's this? The Almohad Pretenders. Yeah, they're fighting all sides, and then they've got the Caliphate there as well. Man, it's just a bit mental. It's just constant warring here. Maybe that's why it's dragging that away. But you never know. The Ayyubids could unite and push against me. But to the south, it looks quite clear and safe. Maybe the River Nile will sort of be our defense. But we need to take this territory if we're ever going to mount a challenge to the Holy Roman Emperor throne. And we've already made a lot of progress to do that. We could potentially just war deck them and allow my puppets to take Frankfurt. That's a play. I don't know. Let me know.
Unfortunately guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.